35-yard catch by Williams to start this second half. Ludes?
Well, guys, 3 items that I thought were important to start this third quarter. So far, Birmingham's hit on 2 of the 3. They've got to run the football on early downs so that they can keep this Houston defensive front from just teeing off on them. And then they've got to create explosives. Boom, right there. They flip field position. Now they've got some confidence. And on defense, you're battling the clock. You need to get possessions. This defense for Birmingham's got to get some 3 and outs.
2nd and 10. Cookus, that was batted right at the line of scrimmage, as right in his face was Rashad Berry.
And on the other side of the ball, one thing that defensive coordinator Chris Wilson from Houston said is we have to get Case Cookus on the ground. We've seen it early. He said we have to get him on the ground. Every 4 plays, it should be a sack. And so he put a lot of pressure on his front 4 to get the QB down.
Hawk 40, y'all wondering. I got you, I got you. Get check, get check, get check. 28. Omaha. Right, set.
3rd and 10 for the Stallions. And that is complete for a first down, and it'll be 1st and goal as Davis hauls it in.
Here's what I like. The right tackle has really struggled, so now they're going to have the running back, Marable, really help out and chip on the edge here to give DeLauro a little bit of help. Great pocket and a great delivery there from Cookus on the dig back side.
1st and goal, Marable, as he kept his footing to the 4-yard line, but the whistles are blowing, I think, right at the snap.
Under further review.
We got it.
Dean Blandino and the Verizon command.
To the ground with the ball. That was a great catch by Blandino to see that live and fix that before the next play occurred.
6 are reporting as eligible. Number 97.
But like you said, Joe, that's the difference between being inside the 5 with a chance to score a touchdown to now kicking a field goal here to still be down 10 points if you make it.
So Harrison Mevis comes in, former All-American at Mizzou, who holds the record for the longest field goal in SEC history. This a 41-yard attempt, as he drives it through. So
to have caught that ball, you'd love to get 6 points and a touchdown on the board, but getting this to a 10-point game, getting some positive momentum there with the last drive before half and the first drive to open it up, that's going to give this team a little bit of juice.
On the return is Grayson. And Grayson with a good return out to the 39, as our game flow is brought to you by Progressive.
Jalen McClendon has just been dynamic. The big explosive play to Lawrence Keys early in the game to get things going, and then Zaquandre White with a massive run. Something Houston has not been able to do, get things going on the ground. White has been spectacular. Just everything has been cooking today so far for Jalen McClendon.
White, as he works his way out to the 44-yard line.
This is where, if you're Eric Price and CJ Johnson, I feel like you don't want to get careful. You don't want to play like you had the lead. I mean, this team has had the explosive plays because they've been aggressive on offense and defense. I'd love to see them step on the gas, even here with a 10-point lead, and keep attacking.
Here you go. Hey, what? Hey, what is that?
2nd and 6, incomplete. Be 3rd down. He's looking for Kiki.
Well, this is what we talked about, guys, right? Get off the field. Let the clock work for you, not against you, and get this offense back cooking.
All right, 22. That's bingo, watch out on Monday, right? Double right.
3rd down and 6 for McClendon. 4-man rush. Steps up and can't avoid that as he is taken down after just a gain of 1. So Houston will be punting away, and after they open up the second half with a field goal, the Stallions will get the ball back trailing by 10.
Oh, exactly what this Stallions team needed. Luke's mentioned it. Get a stop. Get 3 and outs. Remember that this clock runs until inside 2 minutes. So possessions are paramount. And getting a field goal on the board, now being able to have a drive to try to cut this lead once more. That's how Birmingham wanted to start.
Second Houston, 3 and out. Davis fields it at the 10, and it's a good punt return out to about the 23-yard line. So Birmingham back on offense. The defending champs trailing at home when we return here to UFL action on ABC. Their way to the postseason and try to defend that championship. It is a great race down the stretch to see who gets to that UFL championship game presented by Underdog. Ricky Person on the carry as he is stacked up at the 25-yard line.
37. Razor move, Florida. 37. Razor bunch, smooth.
Razor bunch, move, Florida. 37, bunch, Zodiac. Come on, Ray. Move. Good. Omaha. Ray, 10.
2nd and 7. Pressure came through that C gap, and that's incomplete. That was Roby who was coming in on Case Cookus.
Still 11. Here we go. Here we go. They stay in 11. Let's go. Here we go. Let's go split. Bucks, too strong. Split Bucks, too strong. Too weak. Split Bucks, too weak. Split Bucks, too weak. Split Bucks, too weak. Split Bucks, too weak.
Hey, vodka. We gotta go. Vodka. Omaha. Ready.
3rd and 7 for Cookus. Free play opportunity as he shuffles it ahead to Person. And Person has a big chunk play out beyond the 45-yard line. TJ Franklin, the defensive lineman, may have been offside.
Offside defense in the neutral zone at the snap. That penalty is declined. Result of the play is a first down.
Yeah, once again, Houston showing all-out blitz. They drop out of it. TJ Franklin jumps early. Good job by Cookus. Taking another hit, but getting the ball out of his hands.
Laser, Indian, Colt, Zombie. Oh, ready? Wait, Indian. This it.
20-yard gain by Person on that last play. Marable. And Marable! Look at him go here! And now Birmingham is putting themselves right back in this game. 31-yard run by Marable. Cookus, incomplete. Davis couldn't hold on.
That's the second one Davis has not been able to hang on. It's not normal for Davion Davis.
They're going tempo here with the one-word play call. You hear Pennsylvania. We'll see what that looks like. They go jet motion, play action, incomplete. I don't know if he was looking for Sternberger at the first level or even further downfield for Deion Kane.
Yeah, he's trying to get Sternberger right down the middle, but watch the wheel route. The backside defender gets caught. If he holds on to that just a second and gets to his third option or his second, third read to the outside, that wheel route would have been wide open. But again, with how much pressure Cookus has been under, I don't blame him for getting the ball out of his hands quickly.
We're good.
This offense has come alive here in this third quarter, but how can he manage a 3rd and 10? Here's Cookus. Now he has time, and with it, gets the completion to Kane and makes it 1st and goal.
Well, this is an absolute dime by Cookus. Great job of looking to the left to hold that free safety down the middle and then hitting a glance route right on the money in tight coverage to Deon Cain. But that's the second time that I've noted his ability to hold that middle safety just enough to put it backside in a tight window.
Yeah, then he loses
command center.
Just want to walk through the process here. I've got low left end zone. I'm just looking to make sure he has it long enough here. He's got control. I've got left, right. He's going to start to take a third step. And that knee is down. Then it looks like the ball is coming out. So catching down. Just wanted to confirm it. Ruling on the field stands, Cole. We're good. Ruling on the field stands.
So you see Dean was looking through the process of the catch at the end of that play, and it is indeed a 21-yard reception by Deon Cain officially.
What do you think?
Yeah.
Here we go. Let's go Rambo. Baltimore. Rambo, Baltimore.
Oh,
Rambo,
now they moved it back to the 4. They moved it back to the 4.
Whoa. Yeah.
You see the frustration with Skip Holtz. That's not the play call he wants based on where the ball was spotted.
Yeah, I thought he was a couple yards ahead of that.
They're going to keep it, though.
Hey, Batman! Omaha! Break!
First and goal. Person. And he's down towards it.
Okay, here we go, Rambo. Here we go, let's go, Rambo, yo, Colts even duo. Rambo, yo, Colts even duo.
Rambo, yo, Colts even duo. I want Rick.
So duo, just those double teams up front, trying to run behind. Big 65 Deontay Brown, 350 pounds, is generous. See if they can get these double teams to get some push.
Person. He is met at the 1-yard line. O'Neal undercut him.
Oh yeah, trying to run to the right, but Leon O'Neal all over that cutback.
Here comes their vaunted T-bone formation, going old school here for Birmingham.
Goal line zero. Go tell him. Goal line zero.
I think we're good, Coach. We're good.
There it is.
We're good. We got 3 DBs.
Look at that loaded backfield T formation across. With a Marcus Ball in the backfield as well. Oh, and spiking right in against Marable was O'Neal to make the tackle.
This is Troy Polamalu in his glory days. Watch O'Neal come over the top. He's going to read this, but he's got a couple bodies. He's got to jump over to make the tackle. Unbelievable effort on back-to-back plays from Leon O'Neal.
What an awesome play by O'Neal.
That is, and more importantly, forces a field goal there down from the 1-yard line.
I mean, O'Neal just made potentially a 4-point play on his huge. The strong safety for Houston. So Mevis comes back in for the short field goal. And that single play stops them for the moment. But Birmingham, 12 unanswered points, as now they only trail by 7. The UFL will continue after these messages and a word from our ABC stations.
Down to force them to a field goal.
Well, first thing first, like the reason they got down there is because we got to wrap up. So that's the reason why we in this situation in the first place. We got to get off the field on 3rd down, but now we got to handle the next play mentality. We've been practicing this all week when they get in this formation. The first thing I'm paying attention to is where my guy is immediately. So immediately my guy went to the right immediately. I just followed him. I seen I had an alley, and I just jumped through it and made a play. That's it.
And when you watched it earlier, you said, I didn't even know I did that.
I didn't even know I did that. I just wanted to get one for my team, and I let him down on the drop. I had an interception. I had a chance on. I missed a tackle. So that's all it is. That's all it is, man. Just effort. And I got to keep doing it. So
keep it up.
Yeah, God bless you. Thank you. Yeah,
Sam, I think it's so nice that a great Texas Longhorn and an A&M Aggie like O'Neal can get along so well on the sidelines.
And the defensive coordinator is a Sooner, so we got a Longhorn, Aggie, and a Sooner. So
everywhere you look, Sam. Sam, what was your record against Texas A&M?
I was 2-2 versus A&M.
What about in Red River?
2-2 versus Oklahoma.
Okay.
Sand surrounded by the enemy.
You know the good thing about going to Vandy? Everybody loves Vandy. Everybody loves Vandy.
Wait a second. What was your record against Tennessee?
1-1 me.
What? So everybody's got their heated rivalry. What was your Georgia Tech-Georgia record, Ludes?
0-1 Thanksgiving Day.
Here's McClendon as he gets it out and gets it complete to Peterson. Peterson loses the ball at the end, but it is recovered by Houston as it moves forward and right into the hands of Kiki Chisholm.
That was a great job. I was trying to see who it was. Right here, just slapping the ball away. 16, Goodrich, yeah. Yeah, Goodrich there, running past the ball, but getting his hands on it. That's what Birmingham's going to need. Need a turnover, need to try to force the issue here.
Here we go.
Z. White, he is tackled for a loss. Of course, he had a 52-yard touchdown run in the first half.
Yeah, Myjai Sanders on the backside here is just all over this one. He's going to work down the line of scrimmage, and as soon as he sees.
Well, McClendon hoping that they're good on 2nd and 12 as they keep it on the ground, and it's going to be 3rd and long.
Yeah, Birmingham dropping into a lot more zone coverage. You know, they started a lot more man coverage earlier, and Houston was able to pick them apart and create opportunities and hit a couple explosive plays.
All-state halfback option. Remind them it's a hinges up
playing
there.
a lot more zone.
All-state halfback option. Remind them hinges.
And you heard Jalen McClendon there saying he got hitches on the outside. Birmingham looks like they're in a cover 4. So everybody back, keeping everything in the front. I'd take one of these hitches on either side.
3rd and 10, pressure, stays on his feet, and then has to throw it quickly away. And the defense does their job well as Perrion Winfrey was collapsing on McClendon.
Yeah, McClendon just forced to be a little late on that one.
No, incomplete.
Because of the pressure, if he's there on time, Lawrence Keys has a first down, but instead, it's going to be 4th down.
Into the catch, yes or no? Just give me the personnel.
I got personnel. 4th and 1.
They're actually looking at the end of this play.
I didn't think there was a chance he got it.
Yep. Look at the low left end zone. Look at the feet. Yeah.
Look at this effort here.
It's 4th down. It's 4th down. They're looking at it.
Yeah. I've got that toe on the ground. I certainly can't change it.
It's incredible.
And he does maintain control.
Hey, Cole, we're going to want to pump this up here and then wind when we get everything settled down.
You guys are good with catching short.
Okay. Wind it up.
2.
That is completed.
Wow.
By Keys in a miraculous diving effort, and with it, it's 4th and 1. And they're going for it, and McClendon's going to pick up the first down. I mean, Dean Blandino had the eyes in the Verizon Command Center say, hold on, I want to take a look at that effort out on the near side. And Blandino said, believe it or not, foot is down, maintain control. Look at this catch.
So instead of 4th and 11, it's 4th and 1, and they go for it. I mean, Keys, that is just great concentration. I looked away after I saw him fall into the sideline. I thought there was no way he caught that.
The ball is easily 2.5 yards out of bounds.
Unbelievable.
I mean, that was amazing by Keys. Lingard, now he carries it. So all of a sudden, here's Houston on the march. And the 3rd quarter continues to tick down here with that 7-point lead.
And I love what they called there on 4th and 1. It was just a zone read, but they're allowing McClendon to be a runner a lot more than they had the last couple weeks. He's a big body guy. He's not running a 4.5, but he is dangerous, athletic enough to make you pay, and he's done that a couple times already today.
McClendon on 2nd down. He is taken down. He is torn down immediately by Marvin Wilson, the former Florida State star.
Yeah, and he's trying to wait for these routes to open up, but watch the pocket get pushed into the lap of McClendon. both ways. I mean, there's nowhere to go, nowhere to even step up and try to push that ball downfield.
Here goes. Gun. Gun, 26 tip. Why Flutie up money? Monday ready. Hey, let's go, let's go. Let's go. Here you go.
Final half minute of this third quarter. 3rd down and long. McClendon looking for an option, and that is incomplete as he couldn't connect with Emmanuel Butler.
Yeah, this pass rush for Birmingham's really starting to take over. Myjai Sanders with the initial pressure there, causing Jalen McClendon to step up. Saw Marvin Wilson on the last play. All right, that Birmingham defense is hungry.
What a tale of two halves, huh?
End of the third. They were up 25-6, and Birmingham comes back 12 unanswered. And it's 25-18. Critical game in the conference standings, and Houston trying to come up with an upset win on the road. 4th quarter ahead. Don't go anywhere. ESPN. Big conference game between Birmingham and Houston. Top 2 teams make the postseason. That is fielded at the 7-yard line all of a sudden by David. He looked up and the ball was right in his hands.
I think he thought that was going to bounce the other way.
Lukes?
Yeah, guys, I'm down here with Jamar Smith, the backup quarterback for Birmingham. Now, basically for your entire adult life, you have been in this offense going all the way back to Louisiana Tech. So nobody better to walk us through what's coming on this drive. So once you hear this play, let us know what needs to be executed for an effective first down call.
So we got an inside zone right here with the relief. Seeing that apex player right here in the divide. If he's going to take away the run, if he take away the run, we're going to throw the relief. If not, hand the ball off, man. Easy.
So you got basically 2 plays built into one, basically on the look.
Original RPO. Original RPO.
I got to get you buck your chin, even though you're not in. We got to be able to hear this lovely voice of yours.
And it was the pass option that they go with, complete to Davis.
I'll play the run, so we shot out there for the RPO.
I got to get you to clip it. We can't hear you. We got to hear you, buddy. Well, there we go. Thanks. Clip it for us. That's good. All right, what do we got coming up next?
Okay, that's all of them. Next time I'll tell you.
Yeah, if it ain't there.
Another RPO. Yeah. We're just trying to see if the apex players playing the run. He plays the run, we're just going to replace him with the pass.
All right, so it's a numbers game.
Yes, sir. Make it really...
Little math here in the UFL, Tess.
2nd and 8. Let's see how it
There's that player, that apex
option. This time they stick on the run, and it's Marable who takes it ahead for a gain of 2. Jones with the tackle.
All right, let's listen up for the next.
Here.
Your Hawk 41, Louis ZN, Hawk 41.
Okay, here we go. Let's go, Louis ZN, Hawk 41. Louis ZN, Hawk 41.
So right now we got a full field drive play. See it, we got a motion going. See if it's a zone, a man tail. We got a solo guy for man. Then we're going back to read the high-low defender to the field for an inside route with a drag.
They're down in 6. Cookus. Flags raining everywhere as Williams had coverage on ball.
So they ran with man. The guy that came with the motion, he followed him, so we throw the out route to the tight end.
So for you guys, so much built in. There's a zone beater, there's a man beater, gives you options at the line of scrimmage to avoid being wrong, right?
Most definitely. He tries to always give a 1-high, 2-high read, just in case the defense shift late and you still read your movement key. So if it's 1-high, you got one side, 2-high, you got another side. So he does a pretty good job of giving us a 2-way goal with the plays, and we just try to execute.
There we go. Let's go, Rob. Let's go. Tell you what, go Rio. Go Rio. Go Seahawk. Odd shave. Rio. Seahawk. Odd shave.
Still attacking that apex player. Is a guy that's trying to play inside the box and the pass a little bit, so we're just trying to attack him right now. So he's outside the box right now, number 28. He's moving in the box. Take the roll down.
Marable as he spins his way to the 31-yard line.
It's a numbers game. It's a chess game, but it's mostly a numbers game, just trying to go where they aren't and just try to execute where they aren't as well, and just try to put points on the board, man. That's all we got to do.
Jamar, thanks so much, man. Appreciate you spending some time with us.
Thank you all.
Yes, that circle I just made there, that's that apex player, that time in the box. So Cookus could have had the decision to spit it out to your receiver.
That's what I was actually thinking. Just by him being in the box, they would have taken the option for the pass. We'll look for that here. A lot of time to take a shot downfield, but it is incomplete, as Deion Kane was waiting for that ball to track towards him, and Arnett, who had the pick six earlier, was there with coverage.
Yeah, good coverage, really good block by Arable to even give Cookus an opportunity to throw this one to the outside. This is the matchup they want one-on-one. They want Deion Kane. That one slightly underthrown, but honestly, that was an emphasis this week, because last week all those deep throws were overthrown by Cookus. That's the right ball there. He wants to give his guys a chance to make a play, but Kane couldn't come up with it.
3rd down and 4. And Maribel trying to stick right there. And it looks like he's right on top of it as he was tackled by Shepard. Let's see where they mark this ball. They're going to say 4th down. They are going to say 4th down.
What a big decision here for Skip Holtz. Just down 7. But if it's only a couple inches, maybe you feel like you could quarterback sneak.
Here we go. Laser move, into odd. Laser move, into odd. Laser move, into odd.
This is from their own 34-yard line.
Laser move, into odd. Laser move, into odd. Laser move, into odd. Hey.
Trailing by 7 from their own 34-yard line. They're going to use the timeout.
Can't get his comms going, guys.
Yeah,
it's
communication.
Walkie-talkie.
Yeah, it's been an issue all game. See Skip just tossing his walkie-talkie that time. So the call there was Indy odd. That's just a zone handoff. With it being 4th and 1 and really less than 1, I'd love just getting under center and going quarterback sneak if you trust your quarterback to take that snap.
And I'm thinking about an Indy. What do you think?
Yes.
Gooch? Gooch?
Gooch? Yes.
Gooch.
Yes, here, present.
You like Baltimore? You like Indy? What do you like here?
Either or. Indy's been better yield. It's your call.
Here we go. Let's go. Here we go. Let's go. Rose. Rose, Zach. Rose, Zach. Let's go. Baltimore odd. Rose, Zach. Baltimore odd. Here.
Baltimore odd. Oh, ready?
Heard him talk to his offensive line coach and ask him what he likes here. 4th down and 1 off the timeout from their own 34, trailing by 7. 4th down. Person fighting for it. This is going to depend on the mark, Jordan. Markel Roby and Marvin Moody were there defensively.
Wow, he's just going to pick it up. Wow. That was really close. You see the yellow line right in there. Person's going to get north and south, but then right here, Moody's able to drag him backwards, but Forward Progress did just get barely across that line. And a big pickup for Birmingham.
So they pick it up by just an inch. 1st down, Cookus with time, and it's a big completion to Jay Sternberger. What a play by Cookus.
This is so good. You're going to get a corner route. You have a linebacker, JT Tyler, in underneath trail coverage to Jay Sternberger. That's a mismatch all day, every day. It's a great ball by Cookus and a great job identifying that mismatch. Not a safety, but a linebacker on your athletic tight end.
26-yard reception by the former Texas A&M star tight end.
Omaha! Race it!
Cookus on 1st down again. And he just shuffles it ahead to Person at the last possible moment to avoid the sack, and he works his way back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, there's just been a lot of protection issues today for Cookus. A lot of times the offensive line sliding in one direction and pressure is coming from the other. And you should be able to see this, right? You see this guy walked up. Your offensive line, you got 4 guys blocking 3 on the other side. You either need to re-ID the mic to keep the center and guards in with their eyes inside, not outside, or just completely flip the protection and slide it the opposite way.
Pistol. Get set. Omaha. Race it.
Play action. Cookus looking for an option. May get a holding call here on 2nd down. We'll check on that.
Davion Davis fell down on that play. Cookus was looking at him downfield.
So hands to the
Just
face.
had to scramble.
Offense 10 yards. It'll be 2nd down. Does he want to decline this? Jim.
It is indeed.
He's going to decline it. Okay.
Illegal use of hand to the face. Number 85, offense. That penalty is declined. It'll be 3rd down.
Yeah, I think he's trying to hit Davion Davis down the seam here and watch him fall down right as Cookus is stepping up to throw. Yeah, kind of got in the window of that curl route he was looking at too.
Whiskey. Rob empties.
3rd and 10.
26 trade search on whiskey, ready?
25-6 Houston lead. Birmingham's been coming back in this 2nd half. The defending UFL champions looking for a little magic here in the 4th quarter. Free play. Ball is loose and out and recovered as it was O'Neal who came in. And that is not a good sign. Case Cookus, helmet off and in pain.
Boy, O'Neal's the one that jumped, and he's going to be the one that initially gets the pressure. Cookus knows he's got a free play. He's just literally trying to step up and throw a jump ball downfield, knowing it doesn't matter. They're going to get the penalty, but just a massive hit. I think it was Franklin came over the top there, kind of to the back of the head. Maybe a little whiplash, but Cookus got up, jogged off.
Hey, are you going to protect them?
That means
he's in the medical tent already, and Jamar Smith is out there. Keep in mind all the quarterback injuries for Birmingham. Starter Alex, former Ole Miss star Matt Corral. Easley, who came in for Cookus when he got injured last week, and now Cookus himself. They are down to Jamar Smith, who does know the system at least.
He knows the system, but he retired at the beginning of the camp because he didn't want to be the 3rd guy. Wanted to kind of move on with his life, get into coaching. Skip Holtz had not even seen him throw outside of warm-ups until Wednesday this week of practice.
So he gets here this week, returns, been a part of the team in recent years, and now instantly thrown into action on 3rd and 5. Jamar Smith, incomplete. That was denied. He was looking for Davis, but Armani Marsh was there to defend.
That's the right decision. Ball's just a little inside. Jamar Smith, man, it's tough to come off the bench cold and rip a quick out.
All right. Help me. Who took that away?
Harrison Mevis again out there for a field goal attempt. These drives in the 2nd half have been coming up a bit short, with the exception of the big one and now the big kick. As from 52 yards out, Mevis closes it to a
blow, and it's sending some tingling sensation down into his hand. So he's trying to work through whether or not he can grip the football. Just came over and told Skip Holtz that's what he's having a hard time with. So I think he's going to work through it before they determine whether they're going to let him go back in the game.
That numbing sensation when you're playing quarterback?
The worst.
Oh.
I had it happen to me on the road at Ole Miss my senior year. The whole first half, had my arm taped up, I hit the funny bone. I couldn't spin the ball the way I wanted to, and it took about 2 quarters for that sensation to come back. And we were able to actually do something on offense in the 2nd half.
I can't even imagine Keys on the return. I mean, it must have felt like you're almost like shot putting the ball, right? Like you have no sense of it.
It's that radiating, fuzzy feeling, you know? Now imagine trying to grip a football and feel it as you're trying to spin it. It's really hard. So we'll keep an eye on Case Cookus to see how that right hand and right arm are feeling. He's been shaking it out, trying to wiggle the fingers. And
so it's 25-6, Houston. Their last points came at 5:54 in the 2nd quarter. McClendon on 1st down gets it complete to Keys. Luke's.
All right, guys, down here with Case Cook, as I see you working through it, trying to get that feeling and sensation back in your hand. How's that affecting gripping the football?
Yeah, you know, it's loose, lost feeling in my pinky right now. You know, it doesn't seem like it's a super major issue, but I just got to get feeling back because I would put the team in jeopardy if I can't grip the ball, you know?
There you go. Hey, rub some dirt on it.
Yeah, exactly.
18-yard reception by Keys. As Cook is telling us the latest with his injury. McClendon, whole issue in the backfield as he's taken down at the 41-yard line by Anai and Yarberry.
Yeah, this is a really, really big drive. I mean, obviously, look at the scoreboard. Houston at that 4-point lead.
I didn't even see it.
It's like half of us didn't know when the snap was happening.
Yeah, they said it was on green. He said set Jack snap.
It's amazing to hear the audio saying the miscommunication on that last play. 2nd and 12. McClendon incomplete, couldn't connect with Hall underneath. So it's going to be 3rd and long as Houston tries to hold on to this 4-point lead.
That's right.
It was actually a good ball by McClendon there.
Tear.
Hall just kind of drifted in the window.
F money. 3rd and 10. Flex right tear, 26 chip. Y Flutie F money.
Hey, gun flex right tear. 26 chip. F Flutie Y money. Ready? For one play, y'all know it.
Home crowd looking to roar for their defense. Can they get a stop on 3rd and 12?
Look at all these guys showing blitz.
McClendon on 3rd down. Incomplete. Stallions going to get the ball back with just under 6 minutes to play, trailing at home.
Boy, again, Myjai Sanders coming off the edge, forcing Jalen McClendon to step up, and he stepped right up into a wall. This is a really good job with pass lane discipline. This is going to be initial, and then look at the wall here. So McClendon has no lanes to step up in and run through. That's what you're worried about most on 3rd down with an athletic quarterback. Him stepping up and running. Great job of gap discipline there and pass lane, rush lanes from that Birmingham defense. And they're going to give it back to the offense. And Case is throwing the ball around. Looks like he's that pinky's getting some feeling back.
4th straight Houston punt. Rivers with a sky punt turns it over. And it goes into the end zone with all that momentum. And with the game on the line. Smith with pressure in his face. He is taken down by Benson.
By pressure from the right side. Jamar Smith knew it was coming. I mean, he's a guy that's been in this offense since college, right? La Tech with Skip Holtz, so knows it well. But just hasn't played a ton of football at all, right? I mean, retired.
When he was at Louisiana Tech, he actually led them to a bowl game victory over Miami in the Independence Bowl back in 2019. But what a spot to be in. Here's Smith driving the ball and getting it complete. Can you believe this? Deion Kane. Jamar Smith, who had retired from pro football, in the game here, looking to rally.
And watch the confidence. He's going to throw this right off the ear of that linebacker underneath to Deion Kane. That is a confident rip. You know what I love is Skip went to an empty set. As a quarterback, anytime things are moving too fast, you need to get a good read on the defense. Go empty, force them to show their hand pre-snap. As you see, they're an empty once again.
Deion Kane, 23-yard gain, lost a shoe in the midst of that play. Here's Smith now on 1st down. As Smith is going to run it, and Smith is going to lower his shoulder. He says, what do I care? I wasn't even playing football a week ago. Come on.
Jamar Smith. That is a great job of stepping up here, trusting his legs, and then putting his shoulder down to finish that one.
11-yard run by Jamar Smith. 4 quarterbacks for Birmingham have been knocked out injured this season. Most recently, it just happened to Case Cookis in the midst of this game. And Jamar Smith, who they had to sign, is out on the field doing his thing as Keenan Isaac, the starting cornerback for Houston, is down injured.
And that's the guy that Jamar Smith put his shoulder down and ran over.
You know what I'm saying? Now,
know what I mean? Now, I would imagine they're going to start to go to a 4 down and start bringing somebody from the outside. Okay, so I'm trying to give you a hot over here. Okay? What I just have called. Okay, Gators 7, blue empty, Gators 17 to the left and safe over here to the right. Oh, okay, okay. Let's go.
Boy, and the sideline for Birmingham erupted when Jamar Smith got up, started trash talking a little bit after running over a DB. Maybe that's the jolt they need here to finish this drive off.
Trailing by 4, first down. Smith trying to get it out into space, threw it behind C.J. Marable, the running back.
Blue 4 to 47 safe. Someone ready?
47 safe. What else do you like, guys?
Can we get a Puma and a hog out?
Second down and 10. Smith gets it complete again. Drives the ball to Sternberger, and Sternberger is inside the 10-yard line. Jamar Smith has sparked this team.
Well, it's a great job. Watch Benson here and watch Sternberger. Benson is dropping into coverage, but he's got to match Sternberger. Instead, he goes way past him, leaves this big opening. Zone coverage is not running and dropping to a spot. Zone coverage is matching someone that enters your zone. So Benson there doesn't match Sternberger, leaves him wide open. Great read by Smith.
32-yard play just when they need it. Coming up on the 2-minute warning here, trailing by 4. The defending champs. Marable can't find much there. From sitting at home, out of football, moving on with his life, to replacing that guy, Case Cookus, here in the 4th quarter. Jamar Smith, as the Roughnecks are going to use a timeout here.
It's amazing. The 5th quarterback we've seen this year for Birmingham.
Yeah, he's out there now, Max.
The 3-time champs trying to make it a 4-peat. The revolving door at quarterback has been a struggle, but a familiar face now trying to win them a crucial conference game in their push to make the playoffs.
I think 15 minutes ago, he's down here talking to me, detailing what every single aspect of the play is. Now he's operating this. This shouldn't be all that surprising.
0-2, I got it. 0-2. All right, here we go.
Remember the story of the year for Birmingham, overcoming all the adversity with
coming out of retirement, trying to win the game for Birmingham here late.
2nd and goal. He was just signed this week. Back on the roster, reaching out, but unable to get there is Davis as he's down to the 1-yard line.
Oh, and a great read. He's hot here. He's got a free rusher right here. So what do? You replace him. You throw to your hot route, Davion Davis, who finally snags one after a couple unexplainable drops earlier in this game. And Jamar Smith is hyped.
2-minute warning. Remember how important this game is. The standings in the USFL coming off the 2-minute warning. They were down 25-6. Now looking to take the lead.
Ready, set.
Smith, sprint right. Can he find something? He does it himself. That is their first lead of the game. And it comes with 1:55 to play with a quarterback that was out of football a week ago.
And the trust Skip Holtz just showed on a 3rd down from the 1-yard line of putting the ball in the hands of his quarterback who they just signed Wednesday, and he does it with his feet. Unbelievable spark Jamar Smith has given to this team to take the lead. And a big one here to force Houston to have to get a field goal to tie it from the 2-yard line.
They're going to call a timeout, as I think there was an issue with the personnel. Let's go back to that touchdown, Jordan.
Yeah, so this is just a sprint right. They're trying to throw the ball to the flats really quick here, but this linebacker's going to over-pursue. So Jamar Smith decides to cut it back upfield, makes him miss. And just great field vision from a guy who has not played tackle football in almost a year, almost a year. I mean, just signed Wednesday. Unbelievable from Jamar Smith.
The story of Birmingham's season, quarterback after quarterback after quarterback knocked out of games. It happened to their starter, Case Cookus. And in the 4th quarter, Smith steps into that spot, drives them down the field, and gives them their first lead of the game. And now the 1-point conversion attempt.
Richie, who's your eye, tie, hammer, wheel? One more, ready? Omaha! Ready, set.
And he is tackled short. That was Benson. Penalty marker comes in with the extra stuff that we had there.
Yeah, some pushing and shoving. Houston is frustrated, man. They had a stranglehold on this game.
25-6.
Yeah, and Birmingham has just chipped away, fought their way back into this. But a lot of time on the clock. Minute 55 left. Houston hasn't been able to find much offense here in the second half, but they are surely capable. With plenty of time.
On the field was that the runner was short of the end zone. After the play was over, dead ball, unnecessary roughness, defense, number 28.
It's a dead ball after the play on Moody. So that's after possession.
That penalty we were assessed on the succeeding spot after the kickoff.
There's going to be 1:55 to play. Houston has 2 timeouts, do not have their challenge any longer. Chris Blewett is their starting place kicker that they're hoping to get into position. He's had an excellent career from being a great at the University of Pittsburgh to having spent time in the NFL with Chicago, Washington, and Cleveland. Lugs.
Well, 15 minutes ago, you were telling me how it's done. Now you're going out there and doing it. First and foremost, how did that feel, man? How did that feel?
What? It's been since 2023. Yeah. First game of the year then. Finally get back on the field, man. Just a surreal moment. Got my son in the crowd. It feels good to me.
From a knowledge-based standpoint, to allow you to come off the street, make plays like that late in the game, how much does your background with Coach Holtz play a role in that?
Well, I know what he wants, just some of the stuff he calls, I'm already finishing the call before he even gets the play call out. So it's just a connection we've had since 2015 when I first got to Louisiana Tech. We just keep going to now.
Let's get that defense to hang on, right?
Let's go, baby. Let's get it done.
Kick is fielded by Keys, and Lawrence Keys. Ball came out, and Birmingham's on it. Lawrence Keys fumbled the kick return, and Birmingham's Trey Norwood jumps on it. What a devastating moment for Houston.
Wow, what a heads-up play here. I think is it 16? Watch him punch the ball right out. Goodrich. A great heads-up play, knowing Lawrence Keys had kind of stopped his momentum. He's got a couple guys, you got him rally, go for the ball, and that is massive.
I mean, that's coaching 101 right there.
So good. You know you got him corralled. You got 3 or 4 guys there, so go for the ball. And Goodrich, again, first game back from being injured. That is huge.
Then, of course, you have the penalty that we had on the conversion. So the ball is being moved all the way down to about the 2-yard line.
Yeah, 2-yard line.
2-yard line. And Smith right back. Smith goes from being interviewed by Lugs for this movie script 4th quarter that's been written for him to this, as Person takes it right in for a touchdown. They were trailing 25-6. 25-6.
Ricky Person here finishing it off. Great job staying alive there, reaching for the goal line. Now an 8-point lead, and Birmingham's going to go for one to make it a 9-point lead. Remember, in the UFL, you can score a touchdown and go for 3. So even if they pick this up, it will still be a 1-score, 9-point game with 1 minute and 40 seconds left.
1-point conversion attempt, as he is short again. But all of a sudden, look up at the scoreboard. Wow. And if we can just right now on the fly introduce bad beats with Stanford Steve and SVP, there it is. It was 25-6 Houston. Birmingham was giving away 4.5 points, and they could end up covering here. 27 unanswered points.
Okay. All right.
27 unanswered points.
It's truly unbelievable, and really early in the second half, it was the defense getting Houston off the field. A couple 3-and-outs, allowing their offense to get in rhythm, chip away, a couple field goals, just get some positive momentum, and then this game just blew wide open here in the 4th quarter.
And with a quarterback who had retired from pro football. He had retired from pro football.
Hadn't played in a game since 2023. We're in the year of our Lord 2025. Joe Tess, what is happening?
How wild is this? Jamar Smith comes into the game and leads them back. And here's Keys, who fumbled moments ago. Just over 1.5 minutes to play. And all of a sudden, Houston is trailing by 8.
And this offense has just disappeared in the second half. Just 49 yards of offense here in the second half after 215 in the first half. The change to me is Birmingham started playing top-down zone coverage. We're going to play cover 4. We're going to take away those deep shots, get out of man coverage, and force you to make good decisions over and over and over again.
I mean, the score was 25-6 Houston with 5:54 to go before halftime.
Everybody here. Hey, look. Shut up, listen. Come on. Same situation, Going left here.
That guy, Jamar Smith. That is the story of the day.
Rub that lucky head.
No, yeah, right here. Here you go. 180.
McClendon. Trailing by 8 now. It's incomplete. So they were charging in on him with an eye.
Well, again, Birmingham dropping back into a soft zone. And you still have plenty of time here. Houston's got 2 timeouts. 1.5 minutes left. You can take those short throws a couple times, get the guys the ball in space, let them try to break a tackle. You don't have to try to get it all back in 2 or 3 plays. Again, look at this soft zone coverage.
McClendon is sacked. I mean, Birmingham all of a sudden can do no wrong. Carlos Davis with the sack.
Look at the spin move on Atagi, the right guard here. Just watch this. This is a big man with some juice. Spin move beats Atagi right at the line of scrimmage, and the all UFL player Carlos Davis from last year with a big play to push Houston back even further.
And a timeout by Houston. Look how fired up they are. But what happened just moments ago, they're laughing over it. They can't believe it. This is Jamar Smith doing it on his own to take the lead, and then Jordan always value the football.
Special teams plays. This was unbelievable. Goodrich with the punch out to give Birmingham the ball, which ended up being inside the 2-yard line, and then hand off to Ricky Person for the touchdown to make this an 8-point game. And now 3rd and 18. Houston's got to try to get half of this back.
3rd and 18, McClendon. It's incomplete. I mean, you imagine you're sitting here. It's 25-6. Aaron put it out there. Aaron Dolan says 25-6. You know, dogs have been happy, but you're grabbing 4.5 points. You're catching 4.5, and you're up 25-6. And you're about to lose that bet, depending on this 4th down. Minute to play, 4th and 18. Here's your ball game. Fourth and 18. That's it. That does it. Winfrey and Bradley Anai combining to take down McClendon. Ball came out at the end there.
Yeah, Anai with the pressure here, and Winfrey's going to loop over the top and put the finishing blow on McClendon. And it all goes special called there, which is 4 verticals, trying to get everybody past the sticks and hopefully make a prayer of a play. But
and we detailed to you how big this was when it came to the conference standings, because for Birmingham now, they get that 2-game lead with the gap now in front of Houston. Michigan at 5-2. Birmingham moving to 5-2. Top 2 teams make the postseason. 3 straight years they've won a championship. You see the 13-point halftime deficit, the largest comeback in UFL history. It was 25-6 before halftime. They scored just before the half. Defense did their job, and then Jamar Smith. I mean, Skip Holtz sitting back with new quarterback after new quarterback, injury after injury, and the guy who he coached in college and then had as a backup in the pros, he signs him off the street to welcome him back into the franchise, and he wins the game for him, does Jamar Smith. That was awesome stuff.
Yeah, you hold on to that one, Jamar. You're going to remember this moment for a long, long time. That's what the UFL is made for.
So now the conference standings look this way. Birmingham and Michigan sit atop at 5-2. What a thriller. They came all the way back. NBA playoff action coming up next. For Jordan Rogers, Sam Acho, and Tom Luginbill, I'm Joe Tessitore, asking you to enjoy the rest of your day with a little NBA playoff action, or go over to ESPN for more UFL. 33-25 in a